Okay, real talk. For years, I didn't think I could afford Japan. Every time I looked into it, I'd see those prices and just close the browser tab. Flights? Expensive? Accommodation? Terrifying. That legendary bullet train everyone raves about? Let's just say my bank account was not on board with that idea. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Japan's reputation as this impossibly expensive destination is mostly outdated. I'm talking like 15 years outdated. While the rest of the world has seen wild inflation, Japan has kept its prices surprisingly stable. Add in a weak yen, as of December 2025, you're getting about 153 yen to the dollar. And suddenly, Japan is actually more affordable than most European destinations. And I'm about to show you exactly how to do it. We're talking under $110 per day, including accommodation, food, transport, and activities. Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, Mount Fuji, all of it. Without staying in sketchy places, without eating instant ramen every meal, and without missing the experiences that make Japan incredible. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know the exact strategies I used to spend 2 weeks in Japan for less than what most people spend on a week in New York. And wait until you hear about the accommodation hack that saves you 40%, but nobody talks about. Hey everyone, welcome back to GoGo Travel Tips. If you're new here, this channel is all about traveling smart, not expensively. There's a difference. Traveling smart means getting incredible experiences without financial stress. And Japan? Japan is the perfect example of how strategic planning beats just throwing money at a destination. Today we're covering everything. And I mean everything. Flights, the truth about that Japan rail pass everyone obsesses over, accommodation that doesn't suck, the food secrets that will save you hundreds, and all the little money hacks that add up to make Japan genuinely affordable. Look, I'm not going to tell you Japan costs $20 a day like Southeast Asia. It doesn't. But I'm going to show you how to experience Japan for roughly the same cost as traveling through Western Europe, maybe even less, and with way better food. We're focusing on a classic 2-week itinerary: Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, maybe a day trip to Mount Fuji or Hiroshima. The hits, the places first-timers absolutely want to see. Because that's probably you. And here's what most budget travel guides won't tell you. Some of the cheapest experiences in Japan are also the most memorable. Convenience store food, legitimately delicious. Capsule hotels, surprisingly comfortable and uniquely Japanese. Free temples and shrines, some of the most stunning places you'll visit. So grab a notebook or just settle in, because we're about to completely change how you think about affording Japan. Let's do this. The flight, your biggest expense. Alright, let's start with the biggest hit to your wallet, getting there. Because if you can't afford the flight, none of the rest of this matters. Flights to Japan from the US typically run $500 to $1,500 round trip. From Europe, 600 to 1,200 euros. Australia, 800 to 2,000 Australian dollars. That's a wide range, and where you land in it depends entirely on 3 factors: where you're flying from, when you're going, and how far in advance you book. Here's the first major hack: shoulder seasons. Everyone knows about cherry blossom season in late March to early April. It's gorgeous. It's also when flights and hotels cost 30 to 50% more. Same with fall foliage season in November. Fly in late January or February instead. Or mid-May, or early June before the rainy season. You'll save hundreds on flights alone, plus accommodation gets cheaper too. And honestly, Japan in winter is magical. Fewer crowds, hot springs feel even better, and you can actually get photos at popular spots without 50 people in the background. Book 6 to 8 weeks out for domestic US flights. 3 to 4 months out for international flights from Europe or Asia. I know that feels early, but flight prices genuinely spike as you get closer. We're talking increases of $200 to $500 in the final month before departure. Use Google Flights or Skyscanner. Set price alerts. And here's a pro tip. Check flights to both Tokyo airports. Narita is about an hour outside the city, but flights there are often $100 cheaper than Haneda Airport, which is closer to downtown. When you factor in that airport transport only costs $15 to $25, Narita often still wins. If you're on the West Coast, look at budget carriers like Zip from Los Angeles or San Francisco. If you're in Europe, check routes through budget airlines that might connect through Seoul or Shanghai. These longer routing options can save $300 to $500. Bottom line, budget $500 to $800 if you're strategic. Don't expect $200 flights unless you're in Asia already, but don't accept $1,500 fares either. There's a sweet spot, accommodation, where budget actually works. Okay, here's where it gets good. Because Japan's accommodation situation is the exact opposite of what you'd expect from an expensive country. You've got options, lots of options, hostels, capsule hotels, business hotels, traditional ryokan, and even some interesting hybrid situations. And the quality across the board is impressive. Japan doesn't really do dirty or unsafe accommodation. It's not in their nature. Let's talk capsule hotels first, because they're uniquely Japanese and legitimately game-changing for budget travel. A capsule hotel is exactly what it sounds like. You sleep in a pod. Think of it like a sophisticated bunk bed with privacy. The capsule itself is about 1.2 meters wide, 2 meters long, 1 meter high. You can sit up. You can move around. You're not getting buried alive here. Inside, you've got a light, alarm clock, often a TV, power outlets, and usually Wi-Fi. You close a curtain or door for privacy, though legally the door can't lock, so valuables go in a provided locker outside your capsule. Cost? $20 to $50 per night in Tokyo, in prime locations, near train stations, with shared bathrooms that are, no exaggeration, cleaner than many Western hotels. Now, some capsule hotels are male-only, but many now offer women-only floors or entirely separate women-only establishments. 9 Hours is a popular chain with gender-separated floors. Nadeshiko Hotel in Shibuya is women-only. I stayed in capsule hotels 3 nights during my trip, and honestly, surprisingly comfortable. The mattresses were decent, the air conditioning worked perfectly, and the novelty of sleeping in a pod in Japan was genuinely fun. If capsules feel too claustrophobic, hostels are your next option. Japan's hostels are not like hostels elsewhere. They're modern, impeccably clean, often design-forward, and frequently have cool, common spaces. Dorm beds run $20 to $40 per night. Private rooms in hostels? $40 to $70. That's cheaper than budget hotels with better locations and way more social atmosphere. Look in areas like Asakusa in Tokyo, Gion in Kyoto, or Shin Imamiya in Osaka for the highest concentration of budget-friendly hostels. Business hotels are Japan's secret weapon. They're designed for Japanese business people traveling for work. Small rooms, basic design, but clean, efficient, right near train stations, and often include breakfast. The rooms are tiny, like really tiny. You'll have a bed, maybe a small desk, a bathroom, so compact you'll wonder how they fit everything in. But for sleeping? Perfectly adequate, and you're not paying for space you won't use anyway. $40 to $80 per night. Chains like APA Hotel, Toyoko Inn, or Comfort Hotel appear everywhere. Book directly on their websites for the best rates, or check Rakuten Travel's Japanese website. Not the international site, the Japanese one has better deals. Here's the accommodation hack nobody talks about. Stay slightly outside central Tokyo or Kyoto, but near a train station. Japan's train system is so good that being 20 minutes from the center feels like nothing. And accommodation prices drop 25 to 40%. Instead of Shinjuku or Shibuya in Tokyo, look at neighborhoods like Ikebukuro or Ueno. Still central, still convenient. But hotels cost $50 to $70 instead of $90 to $120. At $40 less per night over 10 nights, you just save $400. That's nearly a round-trip flight within Asia. Average accommodation cost for budget travelers, $45 to $60 per night, mixing capsule hotels, hostels, and business hotels. Transportation, the rail pass controversy. Okay, we need to talk about the elephant in the bullet train, the Japan Rail Pass. Because this is where a lot of budget advice is now outdated, and following old guidance will actually cost you money. The Japan Rail Pass used to be the automatic answer for everyone visiting Japan. Unlimited train rides on JR lines, including the Shinkansen bullet trains. It was an amazing deal. In October 2023, the JR Pass increased by 70%. 70%. A 7-day ordinary pass that used to cost around 29,000 yen now costs 50,000 yen. That's about $325 US. $325 for 7 days. Is it still worth it? Sometimes, but not nearly as often as it used to be. A single one-way ticket from Tokyo to Kyoto on the Shinkansen costs about 13,300 yen, roughly $87. Round trip? $174. To break even on a 7-day pass, you'd need to make at least 2 round trips between major cities in 7 days. If you're doing the classic route, fly into Tokyo, bullet train to Kyoto, quick trip to Osaka, train to Hiroshima, back to Tokyo, the math actually works out about even. The pass costs roughly the same as buying individual tickets. The JR Pass is still worth it if you're covering a lot of ground in a short time. You're doing a 2 or 3 week trip hitting multiple regions. You value the convenience of not buying tickets for every journey. You're doing lots of day trips outside major cities. Skip the JR Pass if you're staying mostly in 1 or 2 cities. Your itinerary is compact. You have time to compare individual ticket prices. Here's what I did instead. I bought individual Shinkansen tickets for my long-distance travel. Tokyo to Kyoto, $87. Kyoto to Hiroshima and back, about $100. Total transportation between cities, under $200. Way less than the $325 pass. Within cities, buy IC cards like Suica or Pasmo. These are rechargeable cards that work on trains, subways, buses, even some convenience stores and vending machines. A single subway ride costs about $1.50 to $3. Most travelers report spending only $15 to $20 total on metro transit across their entire 2-week trip. Walk. Japan is incredibly walkable. Kyoto especially, you can walk between major temples and shrines. Tokyo neighborhoods are compact. Walking saves money and lets you discover random ramen shops and tiny shrines you'd never find otherwise. Transportation costs for a 2-week trip without JR Pass $300 to $400 including airport transfers, Shinkansen between cities and local trains. Food. Where cheap meets delicious. Okay, this is my favorite part, because food in Japan completely breaks the budget travel rules. Usually, when you travel cheap, food suffers. Not in Japan. In Japan, cheap foods is amazing. I'm going to make a bold statement. Japan has the best cheap food in the world. Better than Thailand, better than Italy, better than Mexico. Fight me in the comments. Let's start with the secret weapon, convenience stores. 7-Eleven, Family Mart, Lawson. These are not like American convenience stores with sad hot dogs and expired sandwiches. Japanese convenience stores are legitimate culinary experiences. You can get onigiri, rice balls with fillings like salmon, tuna mayo, or pickled plum for $1 to $2. Fresh sandwiches with egg salad or katsu for $3. Hot fried chicken, karaage for $2.50. Bento boxes with full meals for $5 to $8. The quality, genuinely good, fresh, made daily. I ate breakfast from convenience stores almost every day. Coffee and an onigiri? $3. Done. That's a full breakfast in central Tokyo for less than a coffee costs at Starbucks back home. But here's an even better hack. Supermarket prepared foods. Life and Livre Case are two chains I love. They have in-house kitchens making fresh lunch and dinner sets, sushi boxes for $3 to $5, grilled salmon with rice for $4. The quality rivals restaurants. Pro tip, go 30 minutes before closing. Many supermarkets discount prepared foods by 30 to 50%. I got high-quality sushi boxes for $3 that would cost $15 at a restaurant. Ramen shops are another budget goldmine. A proper bowl of tonkotsu or miso ramen costs $7 to $12. That includes a rich, hours-simmered broth, noodles, pork, egg, and vegetables. It's a complete filling meal. In Tokyo, for less than $12, many ramen shops use vending machines for ordering. You buy a ticket from the machine, hand it to the staff, and they make your ramen. It's intimidating the first time, but watch someone else do it once and you're fine. Conveyor belt sushi restaurants like Sushiro or Kura Sushi charge about $1 to $2 per plate. Most plates have 2 pieces. I could eat until I was completely full for $15 to $20, including drinks. Here's a huge money saver. Eat your main meal at lunch. Most restaurants offer teishoku set meals at lunch for $8 to $15. The same meal at dinner? $20 to $35. Same restaurant, same food, half the price. Food cost per day? $25 to $35 eating well. Breakfast from convenience stores? $3. Lunch at a restaurant? $10 to $15. Dinner mixing convenience stores, ramen, or prepared supermarket food? $12 to $17. Snacks and drinks? $5. That's under $50 a day for good food. Not survival food, not missing out. Actual Japanese cuisine that's delicious. For context, I spend more than that eating carefully in most US cities. And the quality in Japan is consistently higher. Activities, free and cheap experiences. Now let's talk about what you're actually doing in Japan besides eating your weight in sushi. Here's the shocking part. Some of Japan's most iconic experiences are completely free. Many shrines cost nothing to enter. Most parks are free. Walking through traditional neighborhoods like Asakusa or Gion? Free. Cherry blossom viewing? Free. Meiji Shrine in Tokyo? Free. Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto, the one with thousands of orange torii gates, completely free. You can walk through those gates for 2 hours and it costs nothing. Famous temples like Kinkakuji, the Golden Pavilion, charge admission. But it's usually only $5 to $10. Osaka Castle? $6 to $10. The Tokyo National Museum? $7 to $10. For comparison, the Louvre in Paris costs €18. The Metropolitan Museum in New York suggests $25. Japanese attractions are significantly cheaper. Theme parks are the exception. Tokyo Disneyland or Universal Studios, Japan, run $60 to $90 per ticket. But that's typical worldwide. If theme parks are your thing, budget accordingly. If they're not, you're saving a ton. Day trips from major cities offer incredible value. Nikko from Tokyo, about $20 round trip on local trains, 2 hours each way, and you see elaborate temples and beautiful nature. Nara from Kyoto or Osaka, $15 round trip, 30 minutes, and you can feed the famous Boeing deer in Nara Park for free. Hiking Mount Fuji? Free, though technically only open in summer. Hiking trails around Kyoto's mountains? Free. Japan has extensive hiking infrastructure, all accessible by public transport. Activities cost per day $5 to $20. Some days you'll spend zero visiting free shrines and parks. Other days you'll pay entrance to a few temples or museums. Average it out and you're looking at about $10 per day over 2 weeks. Putting it all together, the budget breakdown. Alright, let's add this all up. What does a 2-week trip to Japan actually cost for a budget-conscious traveler? Flights, $550 to $800. Accommodation for 13 nights at $55 average, $715. Local transportation without JR Pass, $300 to $350. Food at $30 per day for 14 days, $420. Activities at $10 per day, $140. Miscellaneous, snacks, drinks, souvenirs, the random ice cream, that capsule toy you couldn't resist, $150. Total, $2,675 to $2,800 for 2 weeks. In Japan, that's roughly the same as 2 weeks in most European cities, less than 2 weeks in London or Paris, about the same as 10 days in New York. Per day, that's $109 once you're there, not counting your initial flight. Under $110 per day for accommodation, food, transport and activities. If you want to be more comfortable, private hotel rooms instead of capsules or hostels, nicer meals, maybe that JR Pass for convenience. Budget $150 to $170 per day. Still very reasonable, but here's what makes Japan special. That $110 a day gets you an incredible experience. Clean accommodation, amazing food, safe, efficient transport, beautiful attractions. The quality to cost ratio in Japan is unmatched. Final tips and money-saving hacks. Before we finish, let me rapid fire some final tips that'll save you money. 1. Cash is king. Many smaller restaurants, most vending machines, and some trains only take cash. Have yen on hand. 7-Eleven. ATMs accept international cards with the lowest fees. 2. Don't convert money at airports. Terrible rates. Use ATMs or get yen from your bank before leaving if possible. 3. Free water is standard. Restaurants provide it. Don't waste money on bottled water unless you need it on the go. 4. Don't tip. It's not expected and can actually offend. The price is the price. 5. Download Google Maps offline maps for each city. Saves data and works perfectly for navigation. 6. Book accommodation 3 months ahead. Japan's popular and good budget places fill up fast, especially during high seasons. 7. Get a pocket Wi-Fi or eSIM before you arrive. Staying connected helps you navigate, translate, and find the best local food. It's about $30 to $50 for 2 weeks and worth every penny. 8. Temple lodgings, shukubo, are an option on Mount Koya. About $60 to $100 per person with 2 vegetarian meals included. Unique experience that's actually budget-friendly. 9. 100 yen shops exist everywhere, like dollar stores but with quality products. Great for snacks, drinks, toiletries and souvenirs. And 10. Embrace the local way. Eat where Japanese people eat. Stay in Japanese-style accommodation when possible. The most affordable options are often the most authentically Japanese. Look, Japan has this reputation as expensive. And 15 years ago, maybe it was. But in 2025, with strategic planning and a willingness to embrace how locals actually experience their country, Japan is genuinely affordable. You don't need to be rich to experience Japan. You don't need to save for years. You need to be smart, do some research, and let go of the idea that budget travel means suffering. Some of the best Japan memories cost nothing. Watching the sun set from the Torii Gate at Fushimi Inari, eating onigiri while sitting in a park in Tokyo, walking through Kyoto's narrow streets at dawn before the crowds arrived. Those moments don't cost money, they just require being there. So if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a GoGo travel tips video. New budget travel guides drop every week with real numbers, actual strategies and no sponsored fluff. Drop a comment and let us know. Have you been to Japan? Are you planning to go? What's holding you back? The GoGo Travel Tips community loves hearing your stories and answering questions in the comments. And if you want to dig even deeper, There's a free budget planning worksheet linked in the description below. It breaks down every category, includes conversion calculators for yen, and has a checklist of everything you need to book. It's free, it's useful, and it'll make planning way less overwhelming. Seasonal strategy, timing your trip for max savings. Okay, before you close this tab, let me give you one more strategy that can save you another $200 to $300. Understanding Japan's seasonal pricing. January through mid-March is the secret budget window. Everyone thinks winter in Japan sounds miserable. But Tokyo winters are milder than New York. Flights drop 30 to 40% compared to spring. That capsule hotel that costs $50 in April, $35 in February. The business hotel that's $80 during cherry blossom season, $55 in January. Winter has its own experiences. Hot springs feel incredible when cold. Winter illuminations are stunning. Skiing in Hokkaido is world-class and cheaper than European resorts. Late May through mid-June is another sweet spot. Cherry blossoms are done, prices drop. You get fresh green landscapes, pleasant weather, fewer tourists. Rainy season starts in June, but it's just a few afternoon hours. Carry an umbrella. The worst times for budget travelers? Late March to mid-April, cherry blossoms. Late July to August, summer vacation. Late October to November, fall colors. Golden Week, first week of May. During peak times, expect 50 to 100% higher prices. Book 6 months ahead if you must travel then, otherwise shift dates by 2 weeks. The experience is 95% the same, budget stretches twice as far. Common mistakes that waste money. Let me tell you about expensive mistakes budget travelers make. Mistake 1. Buying the JR pass without doing math. People buy it because emphasis, as everyone says to. They stay in Tokyo 6 days, take one Kyoto trip. That pass just wasted $150. Mistake 2. Staying in one neighborhood. Staying in Shibuya entire trip means premium prices. Spend 2 nights there, then move to Asakusa. Same city, 40% cheaper. Mistake 3. Eating in tourist areas. Ramen shop next to Sensoji Temple. $15. Walk 5 minutes away. $8. Same quality. Use Google Maps. Search ramen near me. Look for Japanese reviews. If menus only Japanese with salarymen eating there, you found gold. Mistake 4. Not using coin lockers. Every station has them. Small ones cost $3. Large ones, $4. Checking out but trains later. Store bags. Enjoy the day. Don't waste money on extra hotel night for luggage. Your first 48 hours. Budget landing plan. Let me give you a specific plan for your first 2 Tokyo days. Day 1. Land at Narita. Take Keisei Skyliner to Ueno for $16. Skip Narita Express. Twice the price. Get IC card at airport, Suica or Pasmo. Check into Ueno or Asakusa accommodation. Budget friendly with great local food. Don't fight jet lag. Stay awake until evening. Walk neighborhood. Visit Sensoji Temple. Free. Dinner at local ramen shop. $10. Grab Family Mart breakfast. First day spending. $25 after accommodation. Day 2. Free walking tour of Tokyo. Tokyo. Free walking tour operates on tips. Learn the city. Get oriented. Most tip $10 to $15 for 4-hour experience. Lunch at Teishoku restaurant. $10. Afternoon. Explore Harajuku. Walk People Watch. Dinner from supermarket or conveyor sushi. $15. Day 2. $40. 2 full Tokyo days for $65 beyond accommodation. Major sights, great food, learn the city, budget intact. The real reason to visit Japan. On a budget. Here's what guides miss. Traveling Japan affordably isn't about saving money. It's experiencing Japan, how Japanese people actually live. Staying in capsule hotels. That's what Japanese business people use. Eating convenience store onigiri. That's Japanese student lunch. Taking local trains, moving like a local. Budget travel removes tourist filter. You're navigating stations, figuring out ticket machines, ordering from vending machines, staying where tourists are rare. That's when magic happens. The grandmother showing you temple purification, the salaryman helping find your platform, the restaurant owner bringing extra pickles. These moments don't happen in expensive tourist bubbles. They happen when you're out there, experiencing Japan authentically. Yes, you can visit Japan under $110 daily, but more importantly, you should. That budget framework pushes you into real Japan, beyond tourist brochures. That's the Japan staying with you. The one you'll return to, it's waiting right now. More affordable than you thought. Stop dreaming, start planning. Japan isn't impossible. Download that free budget worksheet. Maybe I'll see you in Tokyo. Safe travels, everyone. Japan is waiting. And it's more affordable than you think. Stop waiting for someday. Figure out your budget, book those flights, and go experience one of the most fascinating countries on Earth. Thanks for watching GoGo Travel Tips, and we'll see you in the next one. Safe travels. Japan is waiting. And it's more affordable than you think. Stop waiting for someday. Figure out your budget, book those flights, and go experience one of the most fascinating countries on Earth. Thanks for watching GoGo Travel Tips, and we'll see you in the next one. Safe travels.